All right, that was country superstar Kelsey Ballerini announcing Bill Lawson from 102.5 The Bull has been elected into the Country Radio Hall of Fame.
Of course, he's been in Birmingham radio for more than 40 years. Bill Lawson joins us this morning to talk about the big honor. Good to see you this morning, sir.
Bill, good morning.
Good to see y'all. Good morning. Good to see y'all.
Congratulations to you. Yeah, obviously, I'm sure when you first got into radio, you weren't sure, where you're going to end up. Did you ever think you'd end up in a radio Hall of Fame?
Absolutely not. I'm telling you, it wasn't even on my radar. I didn't even think I would get that a week ago. I mean, this is amazing. And I'm really kind of not having trouble wrapping my head around it. I still think there was a dollar Jill somewhere and they got the spelling wrong.
So tell us how this came about. How did you learn about it?
Well, actually, it was pretty bizarre. My friend Tom Hanrahan, who's of course also been in radio with me for years, called me and said he wanted to do a video for the Country Music Association where I won. I won the Humanitarian of the Year award a few years ago with Blake Shelton. He got it for artist, I got it for radio. That was about 4 years ago, right before COVID. So he told me he wanted to do a video. They wanted to show a video at CRS about me getting the Humanitarian of the Year award. So I bid. I thought he wasn't lying to me. I met him in front of Davenport's Pizza in Mountain Brook, and he started videoing me, and he said, "I lied. I'm here to tell you you've won. You've been going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame." So yeah, it was amazing.
Bill, as you well know, the radio business is like the TV business, can be very volatile, a lot of turnover. What has been your secret to longevity and remaining popular in the Birmingham market? One
most important thing. I work cheap. Very cheap. I work really cheap. I don't know, like you guys, you try to, this is my home. I grew up in Birmingham. I always wanted to work here. I never wanted to go anywhere else. My family, my friends. God, I've known you guys. I've known Janice since she was in high school, actually. I mean, it's amazing. And I just love working here. I love being with my family, my friends, my community I grew up in. And you don't even think about that. You just work every day. You try to keep your job. And, the beauty of it is, I think the fact that I feel like our listeners, like you do your viewers, are family. I mean, I don't look at it as disc jockey radio. I look at it as family and friends, and we just gather together. We share our lives together. And I think that's helped. But I'll be honest with you. I think one of these days people are going to find out I have no talent for anything, and they're going to, I'll be done.
That's why we love you, Bill. And I think morning radio is a lot like morning television. It does feel a lot like family with your viewers, with the audience, whatever you like to call them. We do feel like ours is family. Certainly you feel that way too. You've always done mornings since I've known you. So talk about that for a moment.
Well, I tell people, this is my 50th year in radio. So for 50 years, I've been getting up at like 2:30 and 3 o'clock, like you guys do, hideously early in the morning. And I tell people, look what it's done to me. I'm only 30 years old. Look at me.
That's how I feel too.
Holy cow. It just makes you old. But it has been a volatile, there's have been ups and downs. But I got to tell you guys, as you know, people are so good to you. You like all you hear is all this negative stuff every day. But you forget 99% of the people out there are just great, wonderful human beings. And I've been blessed with a life and a career that is unbelievable. I mean, I can never complain about anything. It's been amazing.
And you've worked with some amazing people too throughout your career as well. And I do want to talk about, you and I have talked about this before, how the onset of social media has really changed things. Before social media, all the artists would come through town, and I've met so many with you at the radio station because that was how they got their faces and their name out there. They would come here and be on our shows, but that's changed a lot because they can get their own information out. Talk about how that's changed for you as well.
Well, it's changed in so many ways. As you guys in the radio, TV business, media, all media has changed drastically in the last, say, 6, 8, 10 years. And so we even have to put more stuff online because it's a way to connect in different ways. at my age, I'm lucky to be able to answer this FaceTime call with you, much less Instagram and, TikTok. And holy cow, I'm confused by most of it. But, you're right. It's taken away a lot of our benefit of being able to, well, it took away a lot of the effect that artists felt like they had to be
Yeah.
on with you. And let's face it, not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, going into a TV or radio station, they can bump out of that. They will,
Yep.
and I don't blame them. But it is harder now to actually feel like you're connected to the artist and get them to talk to your audience one-on-one.
Now, isn't there a ceremony coming up for all of this?
Yes, ma'am. In July, it's July 10th. I think that's when I'll be actually inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's I can't believe it.
Dollar Bill
I'm gonna
Lawson.
have to.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to buy a suit. I'm a radio guy. I don't own a suit.
Oh, it's so wonderful. We are so proud of you and so happy for you. And I know many of our viewers feel the same way. So congratulations, my friend.
Let me say the same to you. I did voice work for Fox 6 for 20 years. You guys have been like family to me, and you are friends. I can't tell you what a great job y'all do, and we keep you on in our studios constantly. You're the guys that tell us what's going on so we can tell it to our listeners. But thank you so much. I appreciate our friendships and our relationships.
Oh, we do too.
One of a kind, Dollar Bill Lawson. Congratulations once again, man.
One of a kind with a bad hairdo.
All right.
We'll talk to you soon.
Let's toss it to Matt Daniel, who has a great hairdo.
Hang on.
Not really. We're looking at, he has a better hairdo than I do.